sa ating morning briefing, ano. Medyo nagbago lang po tayo ngayon ng link sa Zoom kasi yung dati pong ginagamit natin, it was not working kanina, so I would presume na hindi na po siya ni-renew ni Miss Linel. So ang ginawa ko na lang is nag-open ako ng ibang link for us to use. So ito po, for the meantime, this is what we will use, and ang gagawin lang natin, I will just send to Ma'am Joanne kung ano yung link na gagamitin natin for the day. And then until I can work out yung sa Google Chat po, is it Google Chat or Google Hangout? Hindi ko lang po alam sa dalawa kung alin po yung pwedeng mag-chat. Ano po? So little by little, we will be shifting to Google Chat or Google Hangout. So yun po yung gagamitin natin. Inaano ko lang ngayon, nililimpyo ko lang kung paano po gamitin yung Google Hangout. Kasi hindi pa rin naman ako masyadong sanay po doon. So to start, but I will assume it is just as user friendly as anong tawag dito? Ayan. Ang unang titingnan natin ay ang euro, no? So ito ay ang kanyang, we will look at the daily chart. So kung nakita nyo, meron kang inverted head and shoulder dito sa euro. So itong inverted head and shoulder niya, pagka nag-break po ito dito, it will open the price to target, or it will open the price action towards this level. Ito po. Pag na-break po ito, itong 2184 area. So pag nag-break po yan, na kung titingnan natin ngayon, will it break or not? Most likely it's going to break, ano? Kasi ay may message sa sandali lang po. How is this? Yan. So yung ano po natin, yung euro po natin, most likely it's going to burst through this resistance. Kasi if you take note of, if you notice yung market structure mo, higher lows and higher highs. Anong ibig sabihin yan? People, market participants are willing to buy at higher prices. Ayun po. So most likely mabe-break po yan. So pagka na-break po yan, it will open up, it will open this 1 point, itong target niya 1.2629 or 2630 area. So yun po yung ano niya, yun yung tinitingnan natin. So ngayon kung magte-trade ka, if you go to your smaller time frame, yung 4-hour chart mo, saan ka ngayon papasok? Kasi nasa kalagitnaan ka na, no? Ito yung tinitingnan mong resistance, ito yung presyo mo ngayon. Ay, cancel lang natin. Ito yung presyo mo ngayon, ito yung tinitingnan nating resistance ng ano mo. So malapit ka na, we have to wait for a correction before na mag-place po tayo ng buying position po natin. So titingin tayo sa smaller time frame. Ayan, so we'll have to wait for the ideal here is wait for since nakikita mo, no, kung papansinin mo itong ginagalaw ng presyo, nakikita mo nagte-trending siya. So kung nagte-trending po siya, nagte-trending siyang every time it touches the 26-day moving average, it goes up again. So you have to wait for another test to the 26-day moving average for you to place your buying position. Yan. So antayin natin sa 21.49 or 21.50. So ang buying po natin sa euro is 21.49 or nandyan na area 2147, 2149 or 2150. Ang take profit po natin is 2190. Yung 2190 po ay galing po yan dito sa previous high. Let's just look at the most likely ito yung itetest niya today, ano? It's 2242. Tama ba yun? Bakit? Ayan, 2242. Mali yung ano ko kanina. This should be 2149, no? 2149 at ang cut loss natin ay 2113 kasi you have 22 pips for your 11 pips for your ATR. Kaya if you multiply that by 2, you get 22 pips. Yung note mo dito, a break of 2184 on daily chart will open the 2626 head and shoulder initial price objective po yan. Ano po? So kung wala na pong tanong sa euro, tayo naman ay pwede nang lumipat sa GBP USD. Yung GBP USD naman natin, kung papansinin ninyo, no, bago po yan nag-break, bakit ayaw? Bago po yan nag-break, titingnan ko lang ha kung saan ko ginawa ito. Malamang sa hourly. So idilipat ko lang siya ng hourly. Ayan po. So saan po galing itong target na ito? Yan po ay galing sa, ito ay hindi ko lang mailipat ano, pero i-approximate nyo na lang. Galing po yan dito. Galing dito sa double top na ito, ay double bottom na ito. Nung nag-break yung double bottom po natin, kung gaano kataas yung kanyang the farthest distance, no, that the price has traveled from the trend line. So ito yung trend line natin, this is your double bottom. So ipo-project lang natin sa point of breakout. At kung nakita nyo naman na mukha namang siya talaga ang tinitingnan din ng market kasi nga nag-breakout siya, bumalik din siya. Ito yung lagi nating sinasabi na abangan yung first correction after the breakout. So this was the first correction after the breakout and you see a reversal coming from a support level. So yun po yung kanyang pag-akyat. Ngayon ang ine-expect natin ay ang ine-expect natin ngayon ay tatamaan niya itong initial price objective. Ano po? Bakit ayaw? Hindi ko lang. Yan. So yung target po natin, ayaw magpakita ng buong target. Hindi ko po alam kung bakit hindi ko ma-move ngayon. There's something wrong with the chart. So malamang nasa net Daniel side na po yan. Ang target po is 43.24. Ang buying mo is 41.32. Yan po ay galing yan sa dito. Yung 41.32 po, it could be, you are going to wait for the correction to your 26-day moving average. So 41 medyo masyado nang malayo Kung nakikita mo naman, pakiramdaman nyo din kung masyado nang malayo, if logic will tell you that it's too far from the current price, kasi otherwise when I say too far from the current price, kung ang pag-correct niya doon sa price na yon ay enough na para maging galaw niya for at least half of the day, or hindi na correction yon kung ang igagalaw niya is parang enough to be the trend for the day. So kung nakita mong ganun yung halimbawa, you go to hourly. If you see that in the hourly, kailangan niyang mag-correct dito para makita mo na yung niya, para to show you that the trend is healthy. Then pagka inantay mo mag-correct hanggang dito, posibleng hindi siya mag-correct kung correction lang ang magaganap ngayon. Kasi if it will hit this price level, 41.25, from 41.72, masyado nang malaki yung correction niya. That's already 50 pips. That's already almost one half of the expected range for the day. Kaya po ang natin dito is you go to smaller time frame. Sa smaller time frame mo, yan, nakikita mo ang niya, pagka nag-correct po yan sa 41.51, then it will be at least 41.51 or somewhere dito sa 50-day moving average mo, ito, 41.39, then it's okay, no? It's okay for us to put a buying position there. So it's 41.39, hindi 41.32. Tapos ang take profit mo is 43.24. Bakit 43.24? Ayan po. So ito yung kung titingnan po ninyo, ito yung the farthest distance from the trend line is this. Hindi mo masyadong makikita sa hourly. Let's go to 4 hours. Let's go to daily. Ayan, kung nakita po ninyo, ito from here, 'di ba? Ito yung parang rectangle formation mo. So kukuhanin mo lang kung gaano kakapal yung rectangle mo sa daily mo, no? Yan. So that should be enough na approximation. So dito po siya nag-break. So you have the first correction after the breakout. Yan po, still yung target na ito remains at 43.36. Ang target po na yan ay hindi ko sinasabing ngayong araw niya aabutin. You have also to take into consideration yung mga average daily moves niya. Kung ang average daily move niya ay 89 pips or 90 pips, if you have a low of 41.45 today, plus 90 is 42.35. So ang mo dito, kung masyadong malayo ito, ang ine-expect natin dito na pwedeng abutin for today is 42.35. Yan po. Yan. So ang cut loss mo 41.05 because ang ATR mo is alam nyo na yon, ano po? ang ATR mo ay 34 pips. So kung wala na pong katanungan po sa ano natin, sa British pound natin, next is AUD-USD. Ang AUD-USD naman, kung titingnan nyo ang kanyang daily chart, ay pa-breakout po siya. Pa-breakout siya from the consolidation. Kasi ito yung consolidation mo, we are expecting it to break out from the consolidation. So lalong-lalo na at nakikita mo yung market structure niya, no? The buyers are willing to buy at higher prices. So most likely it will break. Pero syempre, wag mong pangunahan yung market nang hindi ka napapaso. So if you look at the 4-hour chart, paakyat pa rin po naman. So kung wala kang makuhang presyo dyan, hindi ka naman pwedeng mag-buy dito ngayon kasi hindi ka pwedeng mag-buy dito for the simple reason na it might be on a possible resistance area. Ito po yung resistance mo. It might be on a possible resistance area. So kung mag-buy ka dito, parang pagtatawanan ka lang, no? Kasi nasa kalagitnaan na po yung presyo mo. Yan po yung possible resistance area mo. So you wait for it to correct before you place a buy order. So saan ka ngayon? Lalong-lalo na at meron kang nakitang gravestone doji dito, tapos resistance ito. So malamang po, magko-correct po yan. Magko-correct muna yan hanggang most likely yung yung pinaka malapit na support level mo is this one at 77.73. So most likely it will correct up to 77.73 or either here or itong moving average mong sasalun yan mamayang hapon. But initially, we will put it at 77.73. Ano po? So buy at 77.73. And then, ang target profit mo ay 78.51. Ang cut loss mo is 77.47. Kung wala na pong katanungan sa AUD-USD, ang next po natin ay USD-JPY. Yan. So kung titingnan nyo ang daily ng USD-JPY, within the last 4 days, no? Within the last 3 days, pababa siya. It's a correction from this upswing dito. So kung titingnan mo yan, pwede ba nating sabihin na tapos na yung kanyang pagko-correct? So let's try to see. Yan, ang pinakamalalim na healthy na correction niya, ika nga, would be at 108.88. Yan, 108.88 po yung pinakamalalim, 61.8% retracement na pwede niyang gawin. Ano po? Let's just remove this. Ay, naku, nagluloko. Yan, so hindi pa naman niya inaabot, but it may or it may not hit the 61.8. It may only do a correction up to about 50%. So kung 50%, ito na po yung 50% niya. Dito na. So kung titingnan natin yung igagalaw niya for today, will it be a buy or a sell? So kung titingnan mo ito, nag-umpisa na yung kanyang pag-akyat, ano? So it was a double bottom here, umakyat siya ng ganyan, yung market structure mo medyo hindi na tuloy-tuloy yung kanyang pagbaba. So ngayon nag-break siya dito and then nagko-correct uli siya dyan. So it's the correction after the breakout. So malamang po ang gagawin po niyan is for the day, paakyat po siya. So if you look at your hourly chart, what we intend to do is put a buying at this support area here, which is around 109.11. Buy at 109.11, tapos ang target mo is 109.70, ang cut loss mo is 108.91. Yung 109.70 po ay galing po yan dito. Galing po yan sa previous high na ito. Yan. So it's a possible resistance up to 109.70. Yan. So yan po ang Japanese yen po natin. Ngayon naman, kung wala nang tanong dyan, we can now move on sa ating gold. Ang gold po naman natin is still buying. If you look at your daily chart, yan. So this is a, nakalimutan ko kung anong tawag dito. Belt line ang tawag dito ni Martin Pring. Pero sa pangalan niya sa Hapon, nakalimutan ko na, it sounds like Marubeni, but Marubeni is a Japanese company. So hindi po siya. Basta ang alam ko, belt line po ito. So kung belt line po ito, ibig sabihin ng belt line, it is shouting na doon sa strength ng kanyang direction. So ang direction po nito is up. So most likely, kahit na up po yan, tandaan ninyo merong nakaabang na resistance dyan because this is a previous high na maraming hinintuan. Ibig sabihin ng maraming hinintuan, ito po oh. So high, edi hello. Ililipat lang po natin. Parang ang hirap. Yan. So kung makikita mo, marami kang touch point dito na resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4. So dito, we are expecting at 1875.23, magre-resist ang presyo. So ngayon ay nasa 1870 siya. So if we go to our smaller time frame, what we want to see is a correction muna dito sa at least around 1859 before retest of 1875. Wala pa naman pong 1875 na nagre-register. So parang ginawa niya dito, nag-correct muna siya sa 26-day moving average since steep pa rin naman yung kanyang slope ng iyong inclination sa movement ng price. So ang buying mo is around this 1859.76 area. Yan, 1859.76. Tapos ang target mo is yung, syempre, yung resistance mo which is 1875.59. From this up to this, po. So ang cut loss mo is $8 which is at 1851.76. So kung wala na pong katanungan dyan, tayo po ay dadako sa Forex News or sa FX Street. Kasi free po itong natin, ginagamit natin na Zoom, kaya medyo hinahabol ko din po ang 45 minutes. Kasi pagkatapos ng 45 minutes, bigla po tayong mawawala. Bigla pong makakat yung ating Zoom. And so mainam na bago po tayo makat ay nagawa na po natin lahat. So today is Tuesday. Ano ba ang mga pwede nating asahan ngayon? So sa Great Britain side, you have claimant count. Itong claimant count is their version of unemployment. Ano yung every Thursday? Jobless claims. Tapos itong unemployment rate naman nila is pagka lumalaki po yan, ibig sabihin it is bad for the British pound. Pagka lumiliit, it is pagka lumiliit po yan, maganda po sa kanilang ekonomiya kasi kumukonti ang walang trabaho. Yun po ang ibig sabihin nun. So, you take note of the expected estimate for today, 4.9%. So, anything that is lower will surely boost the British pound. Tapos, lahat ng ito has to be always viewed from the point of view na ang dollar ngayon ay hindi pa rin they will continue their parang low interest rates sa US. So without any regard to the inflation pressure. So sa Euro side naman, meron kang GDP for today, which is expected to be a market mover. Ayan, ang previous niya is negative 0.6. So anything that is better than negative 0.6 will surely buoy your euro. And then sa US, wala po ngayong araw. So lahat po ng volatility is expected to that will be coming from the Euro side and the British or the GBP side. So yun po. So maraming salamat po. Kung may question po, feel free to post your question or ask your questions. I will update you kung ano po, kung mag-Google Hangout na po tayo, pero please forward your emails to Miss Joanne, to Ma'am Joanne, para po ma-submit din po niya sa akin para ma-register ko po sa Google Hangout natin because we are already shifting to Google Hangout most likely within the next few days. So, lilipat po tayo ng Google Hangout, paki-submit na lang po yung mga email nyo kay Ma'am Joanne. Maraming salamat po and magandang araw po sa inyong lahat.